guard. Attention. Forward, arms. Right shoulder, arms. Forward, march. Left. Honor guard. Hold. Right face. Prepare to pose. Pose color. Present arm. Order arm.
All right, I have some young gentlemen who are going to come up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. They can come up now. And I also want to have them join Kaylee Smith, who is I believe, the youngest soldier in this room tonight. So I want them to come up and they're going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. These young men are from Ashland and they're here to honor us and say the Pledge of Allegiance for us. So.
On guard. Attention. Present arm.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order arm. On guard. Left face. Forward. March. Drop step. March.
Thank you. You may be seated. And thank you. Let's give an applause to the young man and the young lady here. Those young men greeted you when you came in.
It's turned around the correct way.
I guess I might have to stand up again. Now, we're going to do the national anthem. But before we do that, I want to tell you, we introduced to you the youngest soldier in this room. Now, there's another age-related deal here. You see that green plant that's on your tables? That tonight can go home with the youngest or the oldest person at that table. The oldest person at that table, take that home. Now, also, while we're showcasing, all right, folks, come on. As we're showcasing the talent in Ashland, I'd like to we're going to do the national anthem here, and we're going to have our own Jane Rowland come on up here and lead us in the national anthem. So everybody stand up again.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the guns bursting in air, gave
All right? Everybody can sit down. I'm not, now. If you served in the United States Navy, stand up. Sit down. If you served in the United States Air Force, stand up. If you served in the United States Coast Guard, stand up. All right. If you served in the United States Marine Corps, stand up. Now you all keep standing. You know, I was curious as to, they always say the USMC, right? And I wanted to find out, what does that stand for? And it stands for it's United States Misbehaving Children. Sit down. And don't come after me. Now, also, there was a man back here. If you served in the Korean War, stand up. George Smith. Give him a hand. All right, George, you can sit down. All right, now, we're all veterans here and that all served, but some really, if you have received or were awarded the Purple Heart, stand up. We thank you and we appreciate the sacrifice that you made. We understand what it means. When we were talking about the Marines, I'm the Army guy, but I went down to the Marine Corps to see about being recruited there, And I went to the Marine Corps recruiter and I said, well, what do I need to qualify to be a Marine? And he said, well, muscles are required. Intelligence, not so much. Anyway, you knew you couldn't come here and get by without some harassment. This is a event that our group that puts it together, when we're putting it together, we think about, well, this is our 5th year that we're doing it. And should we continue to do it? And it's just a lot of effort, but you know what? We decided that when we see the people come, such as yourself, then we'll keep doing it. It means something. And the comments that we get, when you make comments to the committee here, that really touches our heart, because that's why we're doing it. We're doing it for you. You deserve it. It's about time, and we're glad to do it. I'd like to announce or recognize the Committee of Vietnam Veterans and others that put this together. And I'm going to ask them to stand because they do work. And Jack Cadley, why don't you stand, Jack? There's the committee person. And everybody knows Carl Reichert. Carl, stand up. Tim Shar, stand up, Tim. And his all-star wife, Ann Shar, stand up. We couldn't do it without Ann. He's not here tonight, but Lonnie Miller. Lonnie Miller is a big part of this, and we want you to keep Lonnie Miller in your prayers. He's having a rough time of it right now. Brooks Whitmore, another one that has been instrumental in this. He's not here tonight, and Sheriff Wayne Reisner. You know, Sheriff Reisner has been an integral part of this committee and does a wonderful job as our MC over these years. We're very proud to have him. He's done a great job for us. Also, all right, you folks can sit down. Thank you very much. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Carl, have I missed anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. The other thing is in the brochure that you put together. Well, when I say you put together, the secretaries in my office put that together, and I know they're not here, but they really do a good job. And but I think the back page is people who have sponsored us and who have contributed. And one of the sponsors of this event is the Ashland Eagles, and I want you to take a look at that because they really do Veterans Appreciation Events Inc., and that's Sandy Burkholzer, representative. That they play a big part here financing of this. The Eagles do. Becky Sturgill, if you know Becky, she gave a nice big donation. United Way of Ashland, Greg Gorell, and you can see the others there. So we want to make sure that we thank them, that they're a big part of this. Now, I'm also going to introduce our speaker, but we're going to show a video first. Raise your hand if this is the first time you've been here. Because we're going to show you a video. We show it every year, but before we do that, I want to introduce our state representative, Melanie Miller, and her husband, Matt Miller. Stand up. And I want Tammy Puff to stand up. She's the representative of Governor Mike DeWine. And that... Uh-oh. I need those lights on. I'm not. I got a few more things to read here, Carl. Thank you, Carl. Richard Arthur is here. Richard, would you stand up? He is the Vietnam Veterans of America. I think he's the president of it. So give him a hand. Now, why I recognize these people, and there's a lot of people here to be recognized, but look, these are people that have important positions, and they care enough about you to be here. And Senator Mark Romanchuk was going to be here tonight, but he's sick. He got that flu. But it's important that people in that level of leadership recognize your contribution to this country. That being said, I want you to, Carl, now turn the lights off. I want you to turn your attention and quiet respect. And on the video screens that you'll see, you're going to see the pictures of the people that are in this room. And I don't know how we got this old, but this is when we were young. So pay your attention here, okay? Go ahead.
Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
as sharp as knives, and we were so gung-ho to lay down our lives. We came in spastic like tameless horses. We left in plastic as numbered corpses, and we learned fast to travel light. Our arms were heavy, but our bellies were tight. We had no home front, we had no soft soap. They sent us Playboy, they gave us Bob Hope. We dug in deep and shot on sight, and prayed to Jesus Christ with all of our might. We had no cameras to shoot the landscape, and it was dark, so dark at night, and we held on to each other like brother to brother. We promised our mothers we'd write, and we would all go down together. We said we'd all go down together. Yes, we would all go down together. Remember Charlie, remember Baker. They left their childhood on every acre. And who was wrong? And who was right? It didn't matter in the thick of the fight. We held the day in the palm of our hand. They ruled the night, and the night seemed to last as long as 6 weeks on Paris Island.
This is the American Forces Vietnam Network. Serving the capital, this is AFVN Saigon.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hoorah, hoorah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hoorah, hoorah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies, they will all turn out. That joyful day when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hoorah, hoorah. We'll celebrate the victory, hoorah, hoorah. We'll all join in the big parade and let the soldier have his day. That joyful day when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home. We'll sound the horns and beat the drums, salute them for a job well done. That joyful day when Johnny comes marching home. The old church bell will ring with joy, hoorah, hoorah, to welcome home our girls and boys, hoorah, hoorah, 'cause Janie too has done her best. She's fought as hard as all the rest. She'll march along when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home again, hoorah, hoorah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hoorah, hoorah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies, they will all turn out. That joyful day when Johnny comes marching home. 'Twill be so good to have them home. They've been so far, gone so long. What a joyful day when Johnny comes marching home. comes marching home. Welcome home, Johnny. We've all lost family, friends, and neighbors in many different wars. It makes me think about all the sacrifices that our soldiers have made to keep us free. A lot of them never come back. Sometimes it's harder for the ones that did. But I believe God holds a special place in heaven for every one of them.
Every one of those soldiers that appeared on that video sat in the seats that you were sitting in. And we've been doing this for 5 years, and I was watching that. It struck me just how many are now gone. And we're not taking them off the video. I know the video is long, but they earned it. And so that's that. One of the things that you saw there in the video, and you see it over here, is the painting by Robert Halliday. And I want you to know, for those who haven't been here, that Robert Halliday was a Marine combat artist that was Ashland High School graduate. And he did that painting. That painting hangs in the Ashland County Historical Society. It's the only place it hangs. There are very few copies of it. I think there might be one other. And it is really, we take a lot of pride in that. There's a story that doesn't need words that is in that picture. At any rate,